Raychell Penns.
That is not how that's supposed to sound.
Not dope series. Our sole purpose is to bring awareness and to educate the people about hemp.
This is your host, Raychell Penns. I do not know what's going on with my audio. Can y'all hear me? Hopefully you can hear me because that was not what was up. So I finally got my beats for the song. I was about to play it for y'all, but that did not sound that great. Trying to see, do I have it on my phone so y'all can hear it? All right, guys, welcome to Hemp is Hope and Not Dope. The whole purpose of our show is to reintroduce you to hemp if you've been introduced to it the wrong way, so we can educate you so you can understand that our bodies has a canoid, I be messing up that word, system in you and how it works. Yes, I tore all that up, but I cannot start it over. So we just keep going with the flow. Okay. And so, like I said, my name is Raychell Penns. I suffer with seizures. I suffer with anxiety, depression. I suffer with autoimmune disorder. I have gasparesis. Nobody even knows what that is, right? A handful of people in America have it. It's a stomach disorder. I have fibromyalgia, which is a pain disorder. So I be suffering with the things, right? But I suffer with them, but they do not run my life, okay? And so I'm very proactive with holistic things to find out what's out there. What can I take? What can I use that can help me out, okay? And so for my fibromyalgia, for my pain issues, for my inflammation issues, I have found out that CBD, the hemp oils, has been such a blessing for me. For anybody who know me, I used to do my sauna. It's called an infrared sauna, and I used to sit in it all the time. So my body would just ache. Anybody who has ever had an autoimmune disorder, if you have an autoimmune disorder, you know your body just aches. Okay, fibromyalgia, your fingernails ache, your toenails ache, like things. You know what, guys? Hey, Will. First, before I even get to talking, hey, Will, how are you?
All right.
Will is going to tell you his story next. The reason we're going to go into depth with our stories is because we really want y'all to understand why hemp is hope even came to pass, and why it's so important that you educate yourself on your own disorders. Why? Because the doctor's only going to tell you what they know and what they learned in their books. But there's such a bigger world. Can you hear me? What you say?
I said, and what they get paid for.
Oh, okay. And what they get paid for. And so, but there's so much out there there's a healthier option for you. And that's what we've done. And so we're just being super loud and letting people know this is what we're telling you what we're doing. We're giving you the tea on what's working for us. And so you can research it yourself and look for yourself and find out what works for you. And so fibromyalgia hurts every part of your body. When I tell you my toenails, my nails, you know what, guys? Clothes hurt sometimes. If you see people with fibromyalgia, we like to wear soft clothes or certain things because it hurts our body. Ain't that crazy? And so with all that being said, I use CBD oils and a lot of holistic things because it helps with my fibromyalgia. It helps with my inflammation. It helps with my gut health, believe it or not. And I'm going to let the other people, Will or April, go into what's the word that I be tearing up? The endocannabinoid system?
Endocannabinoid.
Endocannabinoid system that we all have in our body, because I didn't even know. Like, I had started using it, but I started using it for pain, and then it started helping with my seizures. I didn't even know it would help with the seizures. When I have a seizure, it cuts my seizure comeback time in like I can't even say half, because it's less than half. I used to stutter for like 2 or 3 days after my seizures, and now I stutter for like not even a day, and I'm back to my regular self. And so that's amazing. I don't even want to jinx it. I don't even think I had a seizure in 9 months, and so that alone by itself is amazing. And so I feel like that's enough about me. But I want y'all to feel free to go underneath any of our any of our videos and ask us questions. If you are a user, if you are a CBD user, I don't care what kind of CBD do you use. If you use the gummies, if you use the teachers, if you use the gum, I heard they got CBD toothpicks. I've never heard of it, but somebody told me the other day. I was like, okay, toothpick came up. I don't know. Do you eat it? Like, what else do you do with it? I don't know. But I don't care what you use. Your voice is so important because somebody needs to hear your voice. And that's the reason why I show y'all videos. I show y'all videos of doctors. I show y'all videos. A month ago, I showed y'all a man who got in his car and drove over his state line and was willing to go to jail with his child because the doctor was like, we can't do nothing else for him. And he had Googled that CBD was helping somebody. He's like, I'm willing to do whatever it takes. I'll go to jail for it. And he went across the line and did it. So amazing. So Will, what is it that you're using your CBD for and what has it benefit? What was the benefits?
Well, I'll just start. First, I have a son who was diagnosed with Asperger's. That was a major, major issue in my life. And just, hearing about CBD oils and the benefits of CBD oil, I trusted the source and the people around it. And I fast forward, I tried it on my son and myself. It really seemed like I had results with him the very first day. And wow. I've got videos of him, Google saves like videos, him having outbursts. I got videos of him that I've just, basically, really private stuff is really hard for me to talk about because there were times where he was acting out and I'd like say, hey, look, you want me to show this video to your teacher? You want me to put this video on YouTube? But I was at my wit's end. Like, I just don't know what to do. Nothing works. Corporal punishment or whatever they call it, nothing works. Taking games away, nothing works. So like I say, it seemed like I had a result the very first day with him. Fast forward, I started a moving company. Why am I doing moving at 50 years old? I have no idea. They say, Drake say God's plan.
I love it.
I don't know if it's God's plan or God's punishment. What did I do?
Hey, it's paying the bills, okay?
So sometimes I would get stuck doing like a 26-foot move with new people, and I'm doing a lot of physical work. Sometimes people got big houses, a lot of stuff. They might even have 2 26-foot trucks, or we may have to take that 26-foot truck, load it, unload it, and go back and do that again.
Wow.
And when you load a 26-foot truck like twice, understand that's like an 18-wheeler. And a lot of people can't process how big an 18-wheeler is, but you can put your house typically in your neighbor's house in an 18-wheeler.
Wow.
That's why they use it for transport, because it's huge and it can carry a lot of stuff, tens of thousands of pounds of stuff. So anyway, I started using the oil and I had a few big moves. And I noticed that in the mornings, I would like get up and move more fluidly. I would be ready to go out the door faster instead of just kind of like moping around and just trying to push to get the day going. Didn't need any coffee to like make myself alert, because sometimes I feel like I needed like a caffeine stimulant to get me going. But really it was like, joints creaking and just pain from like inflammation, so going to the doctors and things like that, they prescribed me with creams for my ankle. That's what my VA doctor gave me. I'm a veteran, Army veteran, and I've had some liver issues in the past. So I read on the little squeeze tube, it could cause or exacerbate, whatever you call it, make your liver problems worse. you know.
Oh Lord, right.
So I told my wife, I'm not using this stuff. And I remember I put it on our above our stove at our old house, and I forgot about it. I was cleaning up one day or looking for something. I don't know. And I remember reaching up there. I grabbed this stuff and I'm like, oh, what is that? And it's got all this dust on it. But that cream I never used because I was afraid to use it. I've also been prescribed various pills. But once again, it seems like there's 99.9% or maybe even 100% negative side effects from big pharma or pills. And I'm not against big pharma. I feel like going to the hospital is an amazing thing if you have an emergency. If you're in a car crash, that might be the first place you might want to go.
I need to get right.
But it's kind of like timeshare, and to be very transparent, I sold timeshare or vacation ownership because I got in on the new stuff, but it ended up having a bad name because of people, and I started to equate like people being greedy in timeshare, telling people anything about the product when the product is just good enough as a standalone product itself. People in the medical industry have really pushed, and if you look up the history of the restrictions to what pharmaceutical sales companies and their reps can do with doctors, you'll pull up all kinds of restrictions. They can't sell them. They can't give them ink pens, and they can't give them. There's so much restrictions were put on what they could do. You can't take the doctor out to dinner. But prior to different crackdowns, it was just like wide open, and the doctors, and I might be a little all over the place, but it's just so much people need to know, and I've learned so much. Like doctors don't get but a few hours, if any, of holistic or naturopathic like type of training. It's all medical stuff, but also they don't even know about the stuff they're prescribing a lot of times because of the industry. And this is where the crackdown came in, because some doctors would literally know nothing except there's a new drug to push, and that's it. And they get smoothed in, or whatever you call it, to pushing that product. And now they have to know a little more. But there was a time. But the thing is, the momentum from that is still a negative right now, because it created so many pathways for people to get new drugs in, although the doctors have to know like some of the side effects now, and could kill you. There's just too many pathways for drugs to get in from the system when it was out of control. So now even me, a pretty decently healthy person, I've got a pill, all kinds of pills that they're still always trying to prescribe me when I go to the doctor. If I say I got this or that. But the CBD is something that's very important. It's something that's been held back from the public. And once again, nothing against big pharma. If that's, as some people say, your thing, do your thing. But Raychell and April, we will encourage you to just do your due diligence. Like if you were getting ready to buy a car, you're probably not going to typically buy the first car you see just because you like it. You're probably going to go to at least 2 or 3 dealerships. You're probably going to at least see, does this car have 4-wheel drive or 2-wheel drive? I don't live in the mountains. I don't need to, do the same thing with your big pharmaceuticals. See the pluses and see the negatives. Do the same thing with learning about your endocannabinoid system. One fact here, regardless of what Raychell says, regardless of what Will says, one fact here is you can look it up and you can see that your body, my body, everybody's bodies, nowadays they know even your dog's body has an endocannabinoid system. You guys seen them giving the dog CBD products now? Wonder why?
Exactly.
Because we have this ECS system in our bodies, and it literally affects pretty much everything we do, from your hair to your toenails to your gut health. It affects it. So try out some type of CBD product, whether it's a oil or a gummy, but at least try it out and get some real information on CBD products. Because like for me, after a big move, I feel so much better by consuming those type of products. But I can go on and on. But
no, you're good. I was trying to share it to our Hippie's whole group, and I did. I'm so slow like this, but I love everything you said, because what you're saying is so true, and it's like you said, it's not a slug to the doctors, because the doctors don't want a lawsuit, because their job is to teach. They can only educate you on what they was educated on, right. And they're not educated on holistic health. If you want holistic health, you got to go to a holistic health doctor. And so when I talk to my doctor about holistic stuff, she's like, well, that's not really, what I do, but this is what I do. And so I love my doctor for it, because she doesn't tell me not to do it. She just tells me her best advice on what she recommends, and that's what I love about my doctor. My doctor, like, no, because it's right. The truth. If you give me one pill, that one pill is going to say, just so you know, it's probably going to kill your liver. This pill is going to do A, B, and C. So right. Every single pill we take damages another organ,
Like a domino effect.
It's a domino effect. And so that's the reason why we're on here. That's why I started this podcast, because we have to educate ourselves. We have to get educated. We have to know. It's so sad to me, because I talk to people who I love about hemp and CBD, and they're like, oh, I'm not doing no drugs with you. Oh, I'm not doing no drugs. And I'm like, but it's not drugs. It's not. And if you just stop for a minute and do your own research and get educated and learn that what I'm telling you to take is way safer than the pills. Yeah. Well, I don't want to say we know it's 100% safe. There's not one study that shows a side effect from CBD. There's not one out there yet. But I try to stay in the 1 percentile, that maybe there's 1% person that could get something. So I just always say safer. Right. It's so much safer than the pill that you take that has the lines that go, may cause kidney failure, may cause liver failure, may cause you to forget who you are in the morning, may cause you to die in the morning.
Bleeding, it's even crazy. Death, even. I mean,
yes,
it's ridiculous.
And it's just crazy, guys. And so we don't want to make this too long. We're not trying to sell you anything. Yes, I sell CBD oils. Yes, he sells CBD oils. We sell them. Why? Because I use them.
I believe in them.
And I believe in them. You know what? So let me tell y'all what else. I sell a lot of stuff, but I don't sell anything that I don't use. Let me start over. That's not. Let me know that's not true, because I sell things for dogs too, and I don't use that. And I sell things for cats, and I don't use that either. But I do have dogs, and I do have cats. So let me start over. I don't sell anything that I wouldn't buy for my dog or my cat. I don't sell anything that I haven't looked at the ingredients and like, okay, this is something worth me selling or something worth me using. Why? Because my name is important to me. And so when I talk about Hemp is Hope, I come on here because there's so many people that I love and I care for. And I feel, let me say it the best way I can say it. We all deserve to live an amazing life. And the only way we're going to do that is we really got to get smart with our own health. Because if you leave your health into your doctor's hands, no offense to you doctors, no offense to you nurses, no offense to anybody else, but if you're either feeding a disease or curing a disease. And I never understood that until I got older. And I'm going to say one more thing, and I guess April and I jumping on tonight, and I'm going to let Will say one more thing. We're going to get out for tonight. I want you to really think about it. If you get headaches, have you ever noticed you get headaches after you eat or drink something? Just think about it. Have you ever noticed that you get headaches when you go to certain people's house? Have you ever noticed you get headaches when you do certain things? You know why? Because it's their environment. I never understood that. Certain people we have so many toxic chemicals in perfumes and colognes. You're not allergic to that cologne. That cologne is killing you. That perfume is not good for you. It's the toxins in that perfume. I'm so serious. But that's a whole nother show. Okay. So what I'm trying to tell you is, please Google CBD. Please look it up. I just want you to be healthy. I drink my CBD every single morning because I do have an anxiety and a depression issue. Why? Hell. Yeah, I used to wear hell. I don't used to use that word hell. I mean, when you have an autoimmune disorder and you consistently in pain all the time, when you have personal issues all the time, I just go ahead and I wake up in the morning, I be like, peace in a cup. Okay. I wake up with my affirmations, my scriptures, and my peace in a cup. I'm proactive with my health. I don't wait until I get a bad phone call. I don't wait until I get in traffic. I don't wait till my day get bad. I instantly wake up in the morning and drink my CBD coffee. Why? Because I'm already prepared. Why? Because I already have a disorder. I already have inflammation in my body. After I eat my lunch, I take my drops of my CBD. Why? Because I have an autoimmune disorder. I don't wait for me to be like, let me see if the pain gonna hit today. No, the pain is gonna hit. I'm gonna hit the pain before it hit me, right? And so we have to be proactive with our health. That's all I'm saying. Watch what you eat, watch what you drink, take care of your body, because you are supersonic amazing, and you are a better and amazing person when you can do what you want to do because your body allows it. Go ahead, Will. What you got?
Well, as we close out, I want to drop
out
one little seed for people to remember. It's a little saying that goes way back in the holistic community, and it is this: an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
I love that. I love that. I cannot think the famous person who said it. But somebody said his daddy used to eat an apple every day. And he told his daddy, said, well, do you think that's what kept you healthy? And his daddy, like, I don't know, but I'm not going to stop. And I think his daddy lives to like 90 or something, like for old age.
It's faintly, because I've been getting into like the holistic health for so many years. So I can't remember. Sadly, probably learned more than many people are going to ever even know.
I'm going to see if we're going to. So we have our outro song, but I don't know if it's working for some reason. Let me see. No, you hear it? I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong with it.
I've forgotten more than many people are ever going to know.
I've forgotten.
Did you hear it? I've forgotten more than many people probably ever going to know when it comes to holistic health.
Heck, I've forgotten stuff that I just said just now. Did you hear the music just now?
I like that.
But did you hear how horrible it sound? I don't know.
It sounded like it was going to go into something kind of interesting.
I don't think so. I tried it before we got on. No, it's not supposed to sound like that. So just let us out. I don't know what's wrong with it. Send us out, Will. Send us out.
Okay, hey, look. We're going to be coming back again in probably 2 weeks on Hemp is Hope, Not Dope. So stay tuned. Remember, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Take care of this body, the skin that you're in, because if you take care of it, it'll take care of you. And Hemp is Hope, Not Dope. We're going to be out of here. See you later. Thanks for watching.
Bye, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel.